So the first one is going to Caleb Holland. Most likely to get pink eye. Most likely to always be dehydrated. Christian Pope. Most likely to always have a question. Isaiah Overley. Most likely to be a visual tech after she graduates. Jasmine Frostachin. The Break a Leg Award, Tori Williams. The Everything's Bigger in Texas Award, Victoria Lindsay. Most likely to be wondering where the horses went, Gia Alpha. The Brotherly Love Award, Seth Miller. Most likely to say, wait, what? Morgan Hetherington. Most likely to know when my hat is backwards, Ben Becker. For his high-octane energy all the time, most likely to act like an unneutered puppy, Josh Sissel. Following that, most likely to blame the tuba error on Josh, Gatlin Greenholm. Most likely to be able to swim better than Sam, Alex Spear. And this probably goes along with one of the most improved awards, but for his efforts in band camp, marching to the beat of his own drum, for not always being in time, Brett Yunkin. Finally, in recognition of using the most hairspray on show days, Hannah Dabney.
So, the Idol dancer for always dancing with Idol goes to Lily Rourke. This year's Parallel Police Award for the flutes goes to Katie. The Looking for Change Award marching goes to Shannon Finley. For donating flute after flute to the flutes, flute charity goes to Leo. Man, fun one. You can always see this person when they're marching because of their pretty pink shoes. So pretty pink shoes goes to Sarah. Alright, this one is a bit more personal than others, because this person will always listen whenever there's any problems and will always fix anything that you tell them to. The best listener goes to Jackson Matthews. So for always being happy under every scenario, Miles for Miles goes to Jayla. This next one. For our next upcoming prodigy, the next big thing goes to Gabe. So for being so right that he seems wrong every time, the so right he's wrong award goes to Bobby. Now this one couldn't be more true. For giving more effort than anyone else every day, day after day, the 150% award goes to Micah. For always bringing a smile to everyone, always bringing the hype man award goes to Axel. Now this next award is for never letting any harm come to their instrument, ever. The saxophone protectorate goes to Jessica. Now then, the next award is for someone who's always fighting to be the first one back, to always fighting to be the best one to understand their music. The contester award goes to Haley. And finally, we have the Hugmonger going to Jilly.
This award. Oh, what? Okay. This award goes to the person who's always been singing when all the cards come in. The best singing voice goes to Emily Lowry.
To just be crazy about. So the wild card award goes to Matt Yasko.
The Trooper award goes to Colin.
Goes to Zach Cancer.
This next award always goes to someone who always seems to be getting hurt all the time, but he keeps managing to hang in there. The Built Tough award goes to Nicholas.
So this next award, he's another crazy guy, and this is his first year here, but he's managed to grow so much. So the Lord Fodquads award goes to Tyler Self.
This next award goes to someone who always keeps asking me questions that always start with the word "can I." So the "can I" award goes to Donovan.
So this person, even though she may be slightly vertically challenged, she still manages to rule her section with an iron fist. So the queen of the bass drums goes to Jasmine.
For having, besides myself, the best hair in the front ensemble. Fabulous hair award goes to Joe.
So the silent soldier goes to Connor.
Yeah.
This next award goes to someone who's always positive, and it always surprises me, however she can be positive. The Miss Sunshine award goes to TT.
That's true.
Life. So the Trooper award goes to Tammy Jernigan.
This next award goes to someone who's always working as absolutely hard as they can, to the point where I'm kind of a bit worried about their health for sometimes. The Overclocker award goes to Michaela.
And my final award, it goes to a guy who really just every day is just so weird, but like many way. And so that I didn't even know award goes to.
My final award goes to someone that whenever I look at them, for some reason they're laughing, and then when I look at them again, they're always laughing even more. The Uncontrollable Laughter award goes to Zeta.
Just known for it. So Miss Cuts and Bruises goes to Katie. So Miss Unicorn goes to Canvas. Miss Tortoise goes to Maya. Miss Hair goes to Caitlin. Miss In a Pinch goes to Melanie. Yes. This season, this girl's always talked about how she's going to take everyone's souls. So Miss Soul Eater goes to Red. Miss Expressive goes to Brianna. Miss Love Loves and Triple Espresso goes to Noelle. This award explains itself. Miss Legs and Arms goes to Paige. You can always see her smiling no matter what's happening. Miss Smiley goes to Lacey.
Dana!
I'm sorry, Lacey, I love you.
Alright, so I think most of the leaders came in here expecting not to get superlatives. But, I decided we're going to give them out. So, the first award is the Who Picked Your Outfit Award. Because, you always see him every day after school. Sam Casinda.
Alright. Next award goes to the man who's always shaking his hips during rehearsal and really like anytime during school. Hips don't lie, Robert Rossman.
You want to see the camera? What? You want to see the camera? Good.
Do it.
Ah. So this next person, every time you look in this direction, like anytime you look even anywhere near close to him, he seems to make awkward eye contact with you. Tanner, have you do it?
So, alright. So this guy makes a lot of weird faces at times. And he smiles a lot, and so he's gonna get the award Cheshire Cat Grin.
Alright, so this lucky color guard girl, this is the only one left. She gets the Catch It If You Can award because every time you look at her, she's, whether it's a rifle or a flag or any like binder or book, she's always throwing it in the air trying to catch it. Dana Jansen.
So we're gonna also do awards for all of the staff and members. Alright, so this first one is the Girly Girl Award, and it goes to Peyton.
You mean the thing doing to Aaron? So this person, whenever you see them, they always have modes. Okay? So Julia Gladden gets the Welcome to Band Award!
Okay, so this next award goes to the man who's always giving the best motivational speeches to us and making us, get out there and want to give 10% more out on the field. So most likely to give a motivational speech goes to Kendall. Yeah.
Alright, so this person, every time we start a set, or anyone's goofing off, or I should say the ladies are goofing off, he always says, "Here we go, ready?" Or, Thank you. Okay, here we go, ready? You guys put it right there. Well, now it has to be. It's not safe.
Alright, so any of you who know this guy, he usually is gonna come up to you and go like, run back to your set, girl. Go back there, girl, or whatever, even if you're a guy. Or, most likely to call you a girl, regardless of gender. It's Aaron.
Alright, so this person I'd like to call the walking UNC billboard. Because every time you see him, he has UNC everything on. Mr. Thorne.
Right, so this next guy is always goofing around. He always seems to have the best happy medium between getting work done and also goofing off between all the neat goofy character things he does. So looks like the work at Disney World is Goofy Costa Rica.
Alright, the next award, the most likely to be a Bandad award, goes to Mr. Lane. I got one final award, and this award's called the Lifesaver Award. Because all through band camp, all through the season, every time there's someone getting injured, this person was always there to help. Anytime I was in a time of need, this person was always here to help. So this goes to Abby Dimarack.
Hello. First of all, I just want to say thank you guys so much for a great first season of marching band. Even though I'm in a tough situation right now with you guys have been helping me through a lot of stuff with that in mind. So especially want to thank Tanner because he just helps me out a lot. Like even if I'm at home in my bed, he's still able to send me the music so I can work on it. And thanks a lot. So yeah. I also want to thank Kendall. Even though he yells a lot, like a Yeti, he still helps me throughout a lot. And I know that even though he's a raging monster, he still helps me. Okay, but yeah, so
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. You gotta admit, I gotta admit. So, yeah, again, thank you guys so much for helping me out through this tough situation with marching band. I may not join next year, which is a real shame because of some family problems. But if I can, probably next summer, I'll see if I can come by, support new bass drummers if they want, or possibly the whole drum line. So yeah, either way, I'm gonna show up. So yeah, thanks so much.
I just wanted to thank everyone for, even if I did come in as color guard, you guys did help me, especially Kendall and Julia. Julia, you're a blessing. Seriously, like I don't know how to read music or anything, but these two like literally helped me throughout everything. And this is like my first time in.
Stand still.
I'll say still.
No, you're fine.
Okay. This is like my first time in like a whole marching band together. And it was a great season, and I hope we do really. I know we're gonna do really, really good tomorrow because we all worked really hard. We all was out on that field for a lot of hours, putting in work, as Rico would say, out there rolling our feet and getting everything together. And I know tomorrow we're gonna do a great job. Nathan, please don't break no sticks. Please roll your feet and everything. Let's end the season off, and let's complete this mission. Let's finish this mission.
Okay, so it's not exactly like a reflection, right? Just want to say, like, I'm really happy to work with everyone this year, and I have, I don't know what to call this, but I have M&Ms with little notes. So, can someone help me, like, pass it out? There's a lot. Okay, and can you just, like, continue with the reflections?
Michael.
No. Okay, so freshman year.
Keep it down, please.
Freshman year, I'm trading over to summer to become a linebacker for the Cox JV football team. I get news that I should do marching band from a couple of my buddies. So I say, I don't know, should I do football or JV? So I decide to go with marching band. A couple weeks later, I break my ankle playing basketball. I know the break your ankles thing is kind of true, but honestly, no. During pre-camp, I'm sitting here on the side of the curve, watching everybody thinking, no. And I'm staring at the football team wondering, I should be over there playing football instead of doing this silly marching band stuff. And I'm watching everybody do these phenomenal things that I honestly thought were impossible when I came here on Breakneck Night. You know, everybody marching backwards so perfectly and going so smooth and rolling their feet of how this an awesome drill instructor we have, Rico, yelling at everybody in a kindly fashion saying, roll your feet. And to me, it finally just clicked. And I just want to say thank you, Rico. It helped me a lot. And Aaron, honestly, without you, honestly, the low brass and the whole brass section would be kind of nowhere where we are today without you and your awesome skills that you had from your past experiences at Fox and honestly, this is Wayne also. Thank you. No, when I had that day that I tried out for Wind Ensemble with you right in front of you, honestly, why I should really give this band program a very great shot at it. And I started off with the marching band, and ever since I came here on free camp, sitting on that curve staring at everybody, I've always been wondering, what should I do next?
More than one thing I have to say, disclaimer. So, last year I marched with the clarinet. And, well, this year they switched me back to saxophone again. And I'm like, wasn't I supposed to be playing clarinet? But anyway, so it was kind of a relax to me because clarinet requires nowhere near as much effort as you do with a saxophone. Well, I mean, clarinet is much harder to do than a saxophone is. And, I would have to take Mr. Link with that personally because it made my life a bit easier. I mean, if the music were the same throughout, just transposed, then even still it would make it would be easier because of the saxophone's nature. But anyways, other than that, during band camp, I was watching Kendall dealing some stuff with the drum line, and everyone began clapping for some reason, and I said, and by high school standards, that's par. And Now look at us. Not par. Above par. There.
Yeah.
I honestly would just want to thank everybody because, like, especially Hannah, because she introduced me to color guard. Hannah Ansley, who's no longer here but plans to do it next year, and Jessica, because without them, I wouldn't be here. I would be off watching YouTube, watching Netflix, Supernatural fan. And I want to thank Rick and Peyton because I now know the things I know. And because it's the one sport I'm actually good at. One sport! I finally found it! Same kids. But I just want to thank everybody, especially color guard, because I've never felt like such a big part of a family. Like, I've never felt like I'm an orchestra nerd. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. I take orchestra as my elective instead of band.
Now you're a band geek.
I am an orchestra dork.
Orchestra dork.
What did I say about that E word?
I didn't, almost every single one of my friends were all in band. I knew like maybe 3 people in orchestra, 4 or 5 people in orchestra that I really connected with, that I really liked. And yes, they're in orchestra again, but I've never felt this much of a connection with as many people before, and as big and tightly knitted community. And it's awesome. I love, like, it's a true family. I don't know how to describe it. Everybody loves each other and helps support each other and do whatever they can to help each other. And it's amazing. And orchestra, you don't really do that. Orchestra, hey, do this right. Hey, do this right. No, you're doing that wrong. Do it right. They don't completely help. Like, they don't say how you can fix it or how you can help or give you support. They just say, read this music this way, do it this way, put more rhythm into it. And they don't say anything else. They just say, you're on your own. But band, they say, like, people here have helped me and said, hey, if you do this a little bit, like, slightly different and more like this, or do it more like this, then it might be a little bit easier, it might look a little bit better. And I think that's really nice, because honestly, besides my actual family, I love them. But I've never felt this, like, this much kindness. It's,
The thing that always impresses me about this band is our drive to improve. I mean, whether it's the staff members or the leaders telling us to get better, I mean, and even our own students, like Micah, I've always seen you, he's always been the one telling us to get back to steads faster. I mean, you guys too, and everyone else, but, I mean, Micah, you do it a lot. And, I mean, the thing is, it's really driven me to improve myself. And I've gotten a lot better, and I think that we're going to rock it out tomorrow. I think we're going to do really well. You guys are my family.
Personally, I didn't really like the idea of marching band when I first heard about it. But thanks to all the staff and what they've taught me and all the people who've become my family, I love it and I don't want to leave. And I'd just like to thank everybody for the season and convincing me into staying with marching band and anything to do with band.
Yeah, I'm back up again.
Personally, I just want to say, the main reason why I joined marching band wasn't just because of the fun it would be, or because of the support like from the instructors and friends that I know, but the main reason why I joined it was because of my mom. Back in the 1970s, she said that she joined the marching band, and when she played clarinet, she said it was the best time ever, and she wanted to see how well it would be for me. So I thought, well, you do have good choices, so I'll go for it. So yeah, of course, I don't want to make anything emotional or anything, but I just want to say that without her, that I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't know many of these people. She really helped me out, and she was right. Marching band is really fun. It can be hard at times. I get that now, but all in all, once you push through it, you learn so many things. You get to do so many things. It's just outstanding. And so yeah, I just wanted to say that, and also like Kendall said, and like I've said, I have been going through a hard time with this situation. But when I was at my house, laying in my bed, thinking, what am I gonna do now? I got a text that morning, and it said, Tim, we are really sorry about what happened, and we just want to let you know, even though we may not be blood related, you're still part of the Falcon family. And just seeing that really made me feel like I was actually part of a new family. And like I said, not blood related, but emotionally related. And I think that was entirely true. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And once again, thank you guys so much for the moral support, instructors, friends, all you guys out there. Even if you're not in the percussion, you've been helping me out a lot, especially my family, along with this situation. And that's it. So yeah, let's finish this season strong and let's complete the mission.
Okay, I'm gonna make this short because I know we all need to get to bed because we have a big day tomorrow. But I just at first, when I first walked into pre-camp the first day, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a long season. I saw how many freshmen came out, and I'm just like, okay, this is good. It's gonna grow. There's a lot of seniors this year that we're gonna miss, but okay, this is gonna be interesting. I'm an upperclassman now, and I really need to help out more. And I kind of stepped aside and let the leaders take kind of the lead. And I've just loved to see how much the freshmen have grown, especially the flutes, Leo, Sarah, they're awesome. Hey, Katie. And I don't care what place we get tomorrow. We could get last. I just love being part of this family. Let's just try to do our best, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Nice thoughts. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
So, if you guys hadn't heard, this summer I did a program called YCC, which is Youth Conservation Corps, and we spent 3 weeks in the woods with no technology, in a cabin, together, and somehow it was actually pretty fun, and we all bonded really well and everything. But I was really excited for marching band, and YCC was extremely difficult and energy draining. And then band camp. So there's no comparison. So somehow the band spending 2 weeks together and not sleeping in one room. Yeah, it can't be okay. Bonded better than 15 girls in one room. And going back on what Lacey said, this is like, I've never like been with so many people who are so happy to be in one spot. I mean, like, on a team. It's big. And it's bless you. And it's really awesome. Yeah.
I just wanted to say a thank you to my sister because she was really the person who introduced me to marching band. I was in 8th grade when Caitlin joined, and she was outside practicing her flag work and everything. I thought, wow, it's so cool. I want to do that. And then she's like, you can do this and this and this, and trying to show me all this stuff. And I'm like, this is so cool. I want to do this. And then I finally went into it, and I kind of felt all by myself a little bit, although I did have Camden with me at the start, so it was like, hey, friendship.
You came in after, Lacey. Shh.
Oh, man.
And so after I started, I kind of felt by myself a little bit, and then everyone started coming in because I was kind of the spokesperson, sort of. I'd pretty much go into my chorus class and say, you guys should join color guard. It's so much fun. And then I'd get like another person the next day from like I got Melanie in. I helped. Yeah, I got Lacey in. I think. Yeah. No. And then who else over here? Hannah too, I guess. But I did start to feel like I was part of a team and part of a new family. I really enjoyed marching band. Sorry, I'm getting really nervous. I'm really excited for tomorrow. I know we can do this, and the mission is going to be incredibly amazing.
So I'm sure this is like the same for you guys. You can like ask my friends at the lunch table. Hannah knows this. I talk about band like all the time. Like it is the only thing I talk about. And so like it's true. And like pre-camp, I kind of like didn't like band. I'll be honest, I didn't like it. I was like, this is so much work. I mean, I don't know. By the end of the season, I was like, I fell in love with it. And like, I wouldn't have done that if you guys weren't like so nice and like you guys, yeah, like you guys are awesome. It's too hard.
Yeah.
But I fell in love with color guard, and it's just all really fun. So thanks for like being cool.
I came up here last year, I remember, and I almost started crying. So I'm gonna keep this short because I get emotional. So I remember the first pre-camp-ish kind of, I don't know, some month during school, and there were a bunch of flutes. Most of them we don't have, but it's okay. We're better without. I'm kidding. But I'm kidding. But
True.
There were a bunch of flutes, and I was like, oh God. There are no seniors, and because Tiffany Courtney left, and we have Shannon, she's a junior, and then me and Lily, we're sophomores. We basically don't know anything, and we're just trying to get through it. But I think as a section and as a whole entire like group, we've grown a lot, and I'm really proud of everyone, especially all the flutes. Their flute angles have really improved a lot.
Knock them shoulders, though.
Yeah. That's
Another year, next year, yeah.
But yeah, I hope next year there will be more flutes coming because flute power. And I want Sarah. I always get you guys mixed up. Sarah and Leo, you guys gonna need to help. You guys gotta set an example. And yeah, I feel like we're gonna do really great tomorrow.
Smile.
Yeah, always smiling. I just wanted to thank the whole band for helping me improve. When I first joined, I didn't really join band till like half my 7th grade year on like a weird decision. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this elective. Let's just join band. And my cousin played clarinet, so I'm like, oh, I like her. So I joined band like that. So when I got in marching band, I really liked it, and I really didn't know much the music. So I really want to thank Robert for helping me learn the music a lot. And then I'd like to thank Mr. Thorne for helping me keep in tune, so I'm never in tune. And I really like to thank everybody who helped me with marching and hitting a yard line. And I just wanted to thank everybody for being amazing.
Jalen.
Alright, so
My dog.
like Katie, I'm gonna keep this short and stuff. So I still remember the first day I joined this band. I was extremely excited, even though it's like my first year playing and stuff. It was so hard trying to become really good. Where in all honesty, I procrastinated so badly. I did not practice at all and stuff. But then later on, as the year progressed, it was like I don't want to do marching band anymore. But then afterwards, ended up getting to that point where I started watching more DCI and stuff. And to the point where I saw Blue Coast Tilt again and stuff, and I wanted to kind of trying to do snare. I literally worked off almost every night trying to learn the feature because I loved it so much. So even though I missed the first pre-camp and then I got stuck with doing bass again and stuff, I didn't really care anymore because as long as I got to do bass, pretty much as long as we really, not only just bass, but just the whole band in general again, it'll be fun. And I wouldn't expect that we had to do the freaking mission. After I was like, it sounds pretty good. But then afterwards, it sounded amazing because of the stuff you wrote. It was so great and stuff. And I mean, with this, and I was surprised we ended up becoming best percussion like 3 times in a row. We beat Hickory, which was surprising and stuff. So yeah, and stuff. Even though this is my last year and stuff, technically, because I'm gonna be leaving to go to Florida, I'm really sad. I don't want to leave this band because I really love a lot of people in this. Sorry, looking here and stuff. Pretty much, the biggest thing that I do want to say though, something that my friend told me, is that as many times as you might be sad to leave and stuff, the things that you have to think about the most is the memories you create with everybody and stuff. And that's what I'm always going to remember and stuff. So for nationals and stuff, I am ready to win it because we want state, so we'll win nationals again and stuff.
Jalen and stuff.
Hey guys, you know me, I'm Tanner. Some of you may think just because I'm a senior, I've been here for 4 years and in March and done all that stuff. Well, thanks to Peyton, I've been able to see this band program grow throughout 6 seasons, and boy, has there been a big change from 2010. Seeing just how small of a program it was, and just having just such a small number of guard and small percussion, just seeing the level of efficiency from just a small group, you could see the potential in every single person you saw on that field. And so as the years progressed, and I finally got to take my turn and be into this amazing program, it was a bit hard because I felt the need to fill some very big shoes. The fact that they had just won nationals, they were state champions and had all these medals under their belt. It was a little apprehensive of me to join, but after the first season, I cannot say that I've made a better decision in my entire life. And I'm so glad that I've spent these past 4 years marching and growing as a percussionist. And I hope to continue to progress and pursue music throughout the rest of my time throughout school and college. So stay strong, everybody. Make sure you remember what you're supposed to do and finish strong.
So, hey, how's everybody doing in here? So, everyone excited for tomorrow? Yep, let's just go out there and complete our mission, win nationals. I mean, hey, we won states, we can win nationals. So, honestly, I really want to just thank everyone here tonight for just kind of giving me a place where I can belong. You know, when I came here freshman year, I was like the textbook definition of an outsider. I came here from the complete opposite end of the country. I knew like nobody here. I was just the kind of little freshman who sat in the corner, just kind of like. And you know, now I've got this huge group that I can call my friends, my family, people I can just sit down and talk to any time of the day, and hang out with, you know, after school, and it's so great. And I'd just like to personally thank everyone here. I'd like to thank all the marchers out there because you guys, you stuck with it. You know that marching band is worth it. All the other people, you know, they probably looked at it like marching band, oh, we have to practice during the summer. Oh, we got to come here after school. Oh, we have to waste our Saturdays. No. No, you guys know that there's something more to it. This is like, it's awesome, and you know you want to stay with it, and I really appreciate you guys for that. I'd like to thank all of the staff for, you know, taking their time to help us grow as musicians and just gradually get better in everything that we do. I'd like to thank all the band parents out there for putting up with us. I mean, supporting us through the whole season. And I just, you know, just thank each and every one of you guys for, you know, giving me a place where I belong. This is like, honestly, my favorite group out of all the 4 years I've been in marching band. It's my absolute favorite group of people. And, you know, it really upsets me, especially with all the awesome new freshmen that I barely even got to know you guys because, you know, I'm a senior. This is my last year here. You're only going to know me for this year. And so I'm really going to miss each and every one of you when this is all over.
So this is my 4th and final year, and I'd like to thank Julia for having to put up with me saying, oh yeah, this is my first, last, blah, 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 and all this stuff. And through all the broken tires and everything, I'd like to thank Nathan and putting up with everything we've had to do, and the Pitt parents and the band parents for dealing with Pitt, because we're a crazy bunch. We're a little crazy and odd, but those Pitt parents love us, and that's all that matters. Our cards and everything in the trailer every Saturday, helping us get ready for our competition. And thank you, staff, especially Julia and Kendall, for my words, for helping me get through this year and all 4 years. And thank you, Jason, for also being here for me all 4 years. And out of the 4 years, I do have to agree with Jackson. This is one of my favorite that I've been a part of. All right, thank you.
So I'm really bad at public speaking, and I've never spoken in all 4 years that I've been here. So I'm gonna try to keep it short and not cry. Okay, it's not working. Don't even know where to start. I had so many things to say and I forgot it all at once. Every year. I just wanted to say that this year has been really inclusive with GARD, and I wanted to thank Daniel for that. He's been very inclusive with GARD. It's kind of like, because we don't have an instrument in our hands, we're different, but at the same time, we're just as much like you guys as you are as us. So I really appreciate all of you including us in everything that you do. And being a part of this group has changed my life dramatically. In middle school, I'm sure all you freshmen
are gonna remember this. I thought I was the bee's knees, and I was a terrible kid. Like, I was doing things that I should not have been doing. And my idiot band geek brother was like, hey, come with me to band. And I was like, no, what the heck? He bribed me with going out to Panera. And he said just one day, and I latched onto Peyton that whole day. And I was like, she's the captain. I feel like she has to like me because I'm new, so I'll just stick with her. And I did.
Definition of a puppy.
I really was. And she taught me a drop spin, and for the life of me, I could not get it. And I hated color guard. I hated it. But little did I know, being a sibling of a band member means you can never leave. You will step into that band room, and you're never gonna leave. So I'm so thankful to my brother who is not here. He graduated my freshman year for that. So thank you, Nathan. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say right now. Everything about this group has changed me in so many good ways. And band is more than just an academic achievement to put on your college resume. It's something that is an achievement for your personality, for who you are. It's something that's made me into the person that I am today. And that's just something that no one outside of this room right now, outside of any other room that everyone is preparing for nationals tomorrow, is ever going to understand. No one could ever understand the feeling that we have, and they won't until they're a part of this. So I really want to thank you guys for staying here throughout the whole beginning of pre-camp to here, or beginning of band camp, whenever you joined. If you're in this room, I just wanted to thank you for pushing through that hot band camp day that you were just like, I want to quit. I need to quit this. This sucks. But how do you feel now? Woo! Like, yeah.
All right. I would like to thank the band parents who have supported us, as Jackson said, very much so. I'd like to thank the staff for all your leadership and guidance, and Mr. Thorne especially for your power of positivity. Rock on, Mr. Thorne. And I would like to thank all the leaders for all your guidance also, and your leading by example. That's what I was looking for. All right. And so now for tomorrow is a big day. It's nationals. It's the seniors' last one. And all that I would ask for tomorrow is to play with pride. Play with a lot of pride. It doesn't matter what you're proud of. You can be proud of marching with your feet in time. You can be proud of being a part of the marching band, or you can be proud of the cereal that you ate. But I want you to play with pride. You know it? You will march much better if you play with pride. Just be proud of what you're doing and own it, all right? We're going to do great tomorrow and have fun. That's what I would ask everyone to have. Just have fun. Yep.
Group Hoops tomorrow, boy.
Alright then. 4 years of marching band. And out of all this is going to go mostly to all the freshmen and sophomores. It hasn't quite clicked. The biggest thing that you will remember is not the position you got or the score you got. It's how well you played the show. Even back to my freshman year, it's like, yay, we won states. Yeah, it's kind of a bonus to it, but truly, mostly what I will remember from all of that is how it felt to play the show to the best of my abilities at that time. And for tomorrow, not to let states be the climax or the epitome of where we got to. It's happened my freshman year, was better at states and nationals. Still did great at nationals. Felt amazing coming off of that. Didn't place first. Doesn't matter. Still felt great coming off of that. But it was a smudge that I still remember to this day. An utterly perfect year. So above all the scores or placements, it will be how well you play and how you feel getting off the field from that show is what will stick with you. after all of it, when all 4 years are done, is the number one thing that you will remember every time.
Guys, I have that feeling. Well, let's just rewind it a bit. Last year at our final competition at where was it? Annapolis, I guess, wherever that was. I said dibs on winning national championships next year, and I posted it on the Facebook group eventually. Then Mr. Lane came up with the mission, and he said that it fits our band really well. And then later he says that the show has a ton of potential. Then he says that it feels the way he did about the four freedoms, I guess it was. And now I got that feeling. But guys, on a more serious note, it's our responsibility to make that feeling true to what the feeling has actually been. That's it.
Oh, Jasmine. Yes. Yes.
So last year in the baritone section we had like 6 berries and it was great because we were all super strong and we had a great sound. And then after that year 4 of them left and it was just Caleb and me. And it was like, oh God, what are we going to do? And then we got Christian and Isaiah and we were like, okay, we got 4, we can handle this. We'll be okay. And then we were like, okay, gotta get them to play. Gotta get them to play loud. And we're still working on it. But it's getting there. It's getting better. Getting better. Isaiah, you come a long way. Christian, you can hold your horn. That's good. So much better. And you guys are my berry baby. You guys know that. Even you, Caleb, you're still my berry baby, even though you're older. I just love you guys so much, and you've come a long way. You're gonna do great tomorrow. Just do everything you know how to do. So, yeah.
I just want to say on the behalf of Christian, he is a rock with that horn, though.
Yes, girl.
She mentioned how last year Courtney was talking about like band should not become your life. The season is really hard and it's ending, so this is your chance to give it all, but like once it's done, explore other things. Don't just do just band. Like I encourage you all to go out and find other activities and like find more friends, and that way like you'll learn more, and so when you come back to band you'll like love it even more because you have like more knowledge of other stuff and you know what's unique to band, and it's pretty great. Right.
I just kind of wanted to be on the video. Band, family, nationals,
Go get 'em.
show. Yeah. All right. Cool.
This is extra.
Alright, so all the seniors, they're talking about their 4 years here, but I'm a senior and I've only done 2. And I feel like I definitely had a lot of fun, but the freshmen that are here, you're definitely lucky because you get to have the opportunity to have all 4. And
I didn't know marching band existed when I was a freshman, and I have a lot of thanks to Tanner for introducing it to me when he sat in front of me in English my sophomore year.
Yeah.
That's all you talk about. And thank you to the band parents of freshmen and new people for letting them have this opportunity, because marching band is one of the best things they'll ever do. And trying. It's gonna be one of the best things they're ever gonna do, and they're gonna love you for it. It's gonna be that thing where they'll look back and they'll say, I did that. I made all these friends. I made a new family. And that's why I encourage everyone to do it their freshman year. Because you do it over the summer, and you walk in freshman year. If you don't do marching band, you're like, who are these people? I don't know them. You walk in after a month of doing band, and you see familiar faces, and you suddenly feel a whole lot better about yourself. Because that's what marching band helps you do. It helps you make you feel so much better about yourself. Because you have this new family that you can call your family, and no one will call you out for it because they're not your family. Because you weren't born with them or anything. But they don't know what you guys have been through. They don't know all the hard work you've put into the season. They don't know how much time and effort and emotional commitment you've put into the season, no matter how much you've actually wanted to just end it and leave. No one from marching band will ever understand that. You can talk about it in class and lunch, you can talk about it 24/7, and they'll never get it like we do. Because that's just what marching band is, and that's just our little secluded little bubble family. And no one else gets to be part of that except for us. So enjoy your time here, because you only get 4 years. Sometimes 2 or 3 or 1. And if you don't cherish it, it'll go by you and you won't remember a second of it. Or the people that you met. Or the amazing people that helped you through it. And you'll look at yourself and say to yourself, I am so glad for where I am today. And I am so proud of everyone that's in this room right now with me. Because they helped me. And they supported me. And they became my friends. That's it.
So, one of my lesser qualities is public speaking, and a lot of times I think I have these great thoughts in my head and I just can't convey them. So I'll try my best right now. I have 2 main things to say about the brass. I don't really want to talk about me, but I want to talk about the brass. The first thing is that I wish we had taken videos of us playing Descending Remingtons in May when we were in the library, just to show you how far we've come. We had obstacles in the beginning of the season. We had a much smaller number for brass, and at first it was very shocking to me. And this year, at the end of the season, we sound the best I think the brass has sounded, and we have improved astronomically, and it's incredible. It's astounding. It's deserving to be talked about on this video. You guys have done an amazing thing, and you deserve to throw down tomorrow. It doesn't matter what 5 people wearing a little shirt that says US Bands and probably khaki pants on wrote down on some score sheet. It matters how you feel when you walk off the field, and you have to ask yourself, did you throw down? You've learned how to throw down. You've practiced it. You come an hour early before practice for weeks. Low brass has been here a lot, working hard, and they had the biggest obstacles with the balance issues, but we've gone past it. We're past that. We're ready to rock tomorrow. So, good job, guys. You deserve this performance tomorrow.
This year, our ensemble got a lot bigger than I expected it to. And I first want to start off by talking about our seniors. Emily, thank you for being my source of sanity this season. And Colin, thank you for sticking with it. Even though it's gotten tough for you, you've definitely stuck with it very well. Donovan, Nicholas, you guys have grown really well. Ivan, look for where you started your freshman year. I'm really proud of you guys. And the freshmen. Wow. I mean, if you've ever, I know I have, I've gone off at my house just like how great these freshmen are. It's amazing. TT, you came from knowing absolutely nothing to playing so many parts. You still managed to play all of these parts. I'm just like, how do you know how to do that? But it's just your persistence has paid off so well. Zeta, you play a flute, and you were trapped in the percussion section, and you've adapted so well. I thank you very much for the time that you've put into it, and how you've learned how to play this. Joey, I know it's been hard on you sometimes. You're getting all those different parts down, but you've worked really hard. And sometimes I can really see it, that you work really hard, and that you really want it. So, I thank you a lot for that. And lastly, Michaela. Oh my gosh. Like, freshman playing vibes, and just like, absolutely blowing me away. I'm just gonna say this, like, I watched the Great Neck performance, and I was like, is she gonna do marching band? I sure hope she does. And then you came in, I was like, oh yes, she is. Okay. So you were playing vibes, and you've done a great job this year. I just want to say that. Like, hands down, an amazing job. That's it for the pit. But one extra thing. Leo? I didn't want you guys to kind of come along with me. Just keep working hard, okay?
Alright, hi guys. Hello again. I started my sophomore year, and when that season ended, the only thing I could think about was, I wish I joined freshman year. So going off of Caitlin, please join your freshman year. That is awesome. You get to meet so many new people and have so many new experiences, and you grow as a person. When I first joined, I was very shy, I was very quiet, and I really didn't know anyone in band except for probably Tanner and one other girl in guard. And we had 9 people in guard. Technically 9. And then the next year, I was a lot more out there. I was like, hi, my name's Dana. Hi, I'm Dana. So nice to meet you. Welcome to band. And that year was hard. We only had 2 returners from the 9, me and Noelle. And then we got a whole bunch of new people, like Caitlin and Bree, 2 awesome girls. And now we have 11 in guard. That's amazing. Just from the 3 years that I've been here, that's an amazing growth in guard. And we've gotten stronger. And I can't wait to return and see how you guys are next year. I will be returning. Dang it.
And I just want to say I've loved every second I've been here with you guys, every long day in the sun, every wonderful hand tan, foot tan that we have together. They're lovely. So many comments with the nail salons. So, why are you so tan, but your hands are so so just keep making memories. Pull more people into band. And pour your emotions into it. There you go. And just have a blast. And tomorrow, knock those judges dead.
Alright, so back in May, Mr. Lane told me the show was the mission. My immediate thought was James Bond. James Bond, Mission Impossible. I'm thinking, alright, I can work with this. But then he tells me it's about naval aviation, and I'm like, alright, this show's meant for me. Like, I love it. I've loved working with this show so much. And starting back in May at pre-camp, walking in the first day and seeing all the new faces and also playing all together, I was just thinking to myself, what have I gotten myself into? Like, oh my gosh, this is, wow. And then all the way, if you look to this past rehearsal this afternoon, we have just grown so much as a group and as a family, and we've just worked together all the way through the end. And I know we're all going to do really great tomorrow. So just push all the way through. And it doesn't even really matter about first place or whatever number we get, but about how far we've come since May.
Right. So I've sat in these chairs for 4 years now, and I watch everybody come up here and, you know, share their emotions and talk about how much band is a family and all these great things about band. And when I look back onto all those years, watching seniors leave and everybody leave, I just think of how much pride I have in this band. I couldn't ask for any better group of people. I just want all of you to know that you guys really mean the most to me, and I wouldn't have asked for my high school to be any other way at all, because you guys are just the best. One thing I want to say is that I love the Cox Marching Band, and I always will, and I'll always come back and visit lots of times. Just, I want to do great tomorrow, not for just us, but for all the people who were in the marching band, because I know that's going to be all of us one day. So go out there, wear the uniforms with pride. When you put that Shaco on, just, you know, some of us have stickers on it. When I look at the stickers, I'm just like, wow, look at all the stickers. It's like, it's awesome.
All the stickers.
You know what I mean? You know, I can see all that I've done on my Shaco, and I can see it right there when I play too. So it's cool. I want to thank the staff tremendously for what you guys do every day, especially Mr. Lane. I know you do a lot, or all of us sacrifice a lot. It means so much, and you've always been there for me, and I've known you for about 6 years now, and I think of you more as a friend than as a teacher, and that's a really cool experience to have. Even when I was a lifeguard at Ocean Breeze, if none of you knew, he would always come by and say hi to me, which was so cool to get a teacher to do that. Aaron has been a phenomenal brass instructor, like all of the rest of them have been. but has seemed to connect with us on a personal basis, other than the rest of the brass instructors. So thank you for that. It's been really cool to have like another best friend with us instead of just strictly an instructor. Just thanks for everyone who's putting in the work. It means a lot, like I said. So I have no doubt that we're going to do great tomorrow, and like all of us have said, it really doesn't matter what we place, because it's the experience that means the most and what we'll remember. So I love you guys, and let's go out and kill it.
Everyone, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
I know that trick.
But seriously, everyone, close your eyes. And think about that moment that you were like, I want to do marching band. Yeah? Think about it. Yeah? Remember it? Now think about the first time you've ever stepped foot on at Frank W. Cox High School, yeah? And that you were the first, and you were a freshman or whatever year you were, but you were a newbie, yeah? Now think about what we just came from. Think about the rehearsal we just ended at, yeah? Now open your eyes and look left and right. You guys are phenomenal, yes? You guys have made such large steps of improvement, yes? Thinking about from the time you were just in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, you're a freshman, and you're like, I want to do marching band. And then coming here and you're saying, I'm going to commit and do it. And then from there to here, you have made significant improvements in just being a better musician, being a better performer, and just being a better person. Yeah? No other activity that I can think of can give you so many things. Yeah? Like, I was in your shoes, yeah? And some of my best friends to this day, my best friends were sitting in this room with me. Yeah? Look around this room. Some of these people will be your lifelong friends. Your lifelong friends. And no other activity will do that for you. No other activity will give you lifelong friends and multiple lifelong friends, yeah? Yeah? Yeah. It's magical. I'm not trying to make this thing, but you know it. You know it's magical. We know it's magical. Your parents know it's magical. That's why they keep spending money to let you do it. That's why they come here and do it. Yeah? Yeah. But I just want you to know that it's your responsibility now to spread that magic, yeah? You have to go recruit. It's your responsibility to go recruit. Go bring more people here. Bring more people to band camp. Let more people know that this is a place that is unlike any other at high school. Unlike any other you will probably ever interact with, yes? For most of us, this is the most competitive activity we'll ever do. The highest level we'll do. Yeah? Because I'll be honest here. High school marching band is way more competitive than college. Yeah? College is about fun. High school is about, like, we have a job to do. We're competitive, yes?
Yeah.
So this is it. This is it for most of us, but this is it. And you guys have to let other people into it, yeah? It's your responsibility. It's not ours to recruit. It's your responsibility to recruit. You're the best recruiters for the Cox Marching Falcons.
Yeah. So, that's what I wanted to say first and foremost. As a person who's marched here before and taken a couple years off and then came back to Cox, I want you guys to know a couple things that I've noticed that's changed. Yeah. When I marched, we were very small. One tuba, group one, like 12 wins. Not really, but it was very small. But we didn't have the type of parent involvement that you guys have now. Yeah? I just wanted you guys to know that your parents and the people that are in this room right now are the reasons why we are so successful today. Our parent association and the parent support that we have is unlike any other. Yeah? And they are our biggest fans and our biggest supporters, and we couldn't do this without them. So I just want to give a big round of applause for our parents. They are waiting after every rehearsal to pick you up. They are constantly compromising and letting you do this, yeah? And you just have to be very grateful, yes? Be very grateful for their opportunity to let you do this. Okay, guys?
I'm waiting for a trophy tomorrow afternoon.
That is what we have to do, yeah? Bring it. Yeah? This is fun. This is ceremonial. This is sad. It's exciting. But whatever. But you have to remember we have a job to do, yeah? Yes, we've grown. Yes, we want to reflect. But we have a job to do. And you have to come tomorrow with that job to do. You can cry at the end of the show. You can cry when you salute. But until that, I don't care about tears. You have a job to do. Yes, guys?
Yeah.
You have a job to do. Be safe tonight. Have fun. Enjoy these memories, yes?
Yeah.
Make memories. Have fun. And yes?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I love you guys.
All right, so I am not one of those people that got a break from this wonderful program. I went from freshman year through my senior year to, hey, Peyton, you've been a captain for 3 years. How about you coach now? I was like, cool. So last year was my first year coaching. This is my second year. Both years have been extremely different. Last year I was a little bit more of a tech, and I kind of did the standby stuff, and I helped clean. This year I wrote 90% of the show, and it's very weird seeing your product be put out on that field.
Let me tell you what.
They've done this for years, and they're just introducing me, Aaron, and Julia, and everybody who hasn't done this for as long as they have into that field. Now, looking at you guys and seeing how much potential that you have, each and every one of you has a chance to be able to do something like this if you want to put your mind to it. And it's not just because of something that is mental in there. It's something that you bring from your heart. From day one, you feel this strive to always want to be the best that you possibly can be. You know that there's something more to be able to push yourself. I know my guard girls see that every single day because I don't let them be any less than they were the day before. They can vouch for that.
That's true.
I'm very proud of every single one of you guys. We have a lot of new people this year, and you guys have stepped up to a major bar that I didn't think that was possible for so many new people. How we all have said that this feels like 2011 when we won nationals. It really does. You guys have pushed yourself to maximum limits. All that it takes is just to throw down that gauntlet and do what you know how to do. Don't overperform yourself. Do what you know how to do. That was really repetitive.
Hi. That's how I usually greet you guys. And that's pretty much because your band room, my band room, our band room is like it's always kind of been my safe place ever since I first got there. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about my years because I did that a little bit 6 years ago when I was a senior.
You're old.
Yeah. And it kind of dawned on me while I was watching these videos today. We went back to 2009, my senior year, the first time that Jason made a video yearbook for us. And the first thing that came in my brain was, you know, a little bit of the intro stuff happened, and then a little bit of the beginning of our show from that year. And I was watching it with somebody, and I was like, oh yeah, this is my thing. And I was like, that's the whole band. Oh my gosh. Like, I knew how small we were when I was in it, but it's like, some people say when you're public speaking, like, I'm not a tall person. I'm a very short person. And I got advice from one of my professors, Dr. Sydney Wagner at ECU, and said, you know, I'm tiny too, but when I'm on the podium, I am a 6'3" gigantic man. That's how she has presented herself. Wow. And she just, that's a persona. She's like, I'm not small. I'm not going to let you treat me different because I'm small. And that's an awesome mentality that our band had. And that same confidence and how well we do what we do, you know, and while knowing we still have to keep working at it all the time, that's what's helped. And I'm going to try not to cry, but it's absolutely incredible to remember what that was like and how hard we worked. And we always just used to try to keep thinking, like, you know, what we do now, it's going to matter. it really matters. And it's awesome to come back here. It's more than just awesome, but I'm trying to just think of words. It's really, and I'm not going to get this emotional every time I do this, but this is my first year back here. I can't really describe how it feels to be a new percussionist coming in with these little baby doe eyes, like, oh, this is wonderful. And it reminds me of leaders. I don't know if Dr. Tim does this still, but he talks about the leadership camps. When you are a little kid to when you're a grown-up, first you believe in Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there comes a point where you don't believe in Santa Claus anymore, and the initial magic's kind of gone, you know, and you're like, oh, this is whatever. And then there's a point where you become Santa Claus. And because you start off with everything being shiny and new, and some of us, I didn't really do this because I'm the biggest band nerd in the world, but some people kind of lose the magic a little bit, and they go, okay, it's kind of mundane. But when you see these new people come in, and you see, in my case, these new generations of band people come into your program, you want to make it like that for them. And that's what you guys, I think, have been doing, you know.
Southern
All right. So I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Okay. I know a lot of people probably want to get to bed, so you have plenty of energy to kick butt tomorrow. But I'm gonna start out on a personal note. First, I want to say thanks to Mr. Lane for giving me a chance to work with you guys this year. I haven't been a part of a marching band in 20 years, and that was as a marcher myself. So I was pretty nervous when I came in, you know, because it's like, I don't know anything about the new way people march and DCI this and that and all that. I know how to play. So I just went on my strengths. And you guys have done an amazing job. My woodwinds, I mean, come on. That's right. When we first started, I set the goal. I said, at the end of the year, I want us to be able to look back. I want other bands to be able to say, man, I want to sound like Cox. And you guys have met that goal. So every time I listen to judges' tapes, I never hear any bad comments about the woodwinds. It's always positive things. So that's great. The biggest thing for me when I watch you guys play and when you rehearse and you practice and you do it hard, which you do every time you come in, it's proof that in a world where we always look for instant gratification, our telephones, we want, you know, fast food, everything's got to be right now, right now. You guys are a testament that hard work pays off. Hard work pays off. It pays dividends hugely. So, it's not just in the band world. I want you guys to take that with you when you leave high school, when you go to college, when you are at work. Remember that it's hard work that pays off, and it's going to take some time, but you'll know when you get there, and you'll feel it, okay? Take that with you. And also remember that this is your family. I still have my family from Southview High School, where I graduated from 20 years ago, which is actually my family reunion. It is my family reunion. High school reunion, 20 years is happening right now. But I still keep in touch with those people on Facebook. We're still very close. So you guys don't, seniors, when you're leaving, don't worry. It's not over. You're not saying goodbye. You're saying, I'll see you soon. All right? Remember that. So I'll just wrap it up by saying you guys are incredible. From what I've seen from the first day of camp to now, I mean, wow. The sound that you guys had at rehearsal today was incredible. The tones, the confidence. Woodwinds, I talked about having eyes with pride. And I could see that when I looked at everybody. It's having pride in your work. So when you go out there tomorrow on the field, be proud of everything you've accomplished and lay it down. Make it hard for everybody else to sound that good. Make it hard for them to win. Thanks.
You got that to say, outside of the seniors, this is the stuff that I like to know. Outside of the seniors, due to unforeseen circumstances, who will not be back here next year? What are you scared to raise your hand for?
You move them, then you move
Okay.
it, yeah.
So 3, 4 people? Connor, 2?
Brianna?
Jeez. So right there off the bat, that's 4 to 3 bass drums. That's right. So right there, your recruiting starts pretty much right now. You know what I'm saying? So even though it's about to end, it's really not going to end. Because we still need to start thinking about, for the people that will be back next year, you need to start thinking about how can we get bigger and better? How can you make the band bigger and better? If you want to keep growing, you still have to put the effort in. I guess that was my phrase for the year. Effort. I need more effort. So if you put the effort in, you get it back. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, along with tomorrow, I said this maybe last week. It's like marching band is the only sport where you don't get a timeout. You don't get a break. There's no 4 quarters. It just, once it starts, and there's the end. And you have to keep going. You don't get the, hold on, let me fix this. Stop, wait a minute, let me do this. You have to keep going. So you have to push yourself from the beginning to the end. You can't have mental lapse or something to happen and then everything falls apart, right? Football, something happens, coach calls times out, let's fix this. Go to halftime, let's fix this. All the other sports, you get a break to fix something during your performance. We don't get that break. So that's the reason why the 8 of us push y'all at every moment, every rep that you do. Because when we rehearse it, we get breaks. That's our chance, that's our timeout. Rehearsals are our timeouts, are our half times. Tomorrow, we get one chance to get it right. One chance, like the Eminem song. You only get one shot. I didn't ask you to finish it. You only get one shot. Just let that marinate for a minute. And just remember that everything that we pushed y'all to do to get to this point. And some of y'all you scared me back in August. And it's always, if y'all don't realize, we sit in that office for a long time after y'all are gone. A very long time. Rehearsal ends at 7 or at 8:35, 45-ish. Whenever we finally get y'all out of there. But sometimes me and Mike sit in there, it's almost 9 o'clock, 9:30 sometimes. And there's a lot of discussing going on after, like, I stay up late. Robert asks me sometimes, when will you print this one? 4:30 in the morning. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that y'all may not know about. So if we're giving all our might and pushing and giving all the effort, why do you think we're asking for y'all to give us all the effort? We can't do it ourselves. Y'all are doing the work. We're just shelling it out to you. Let it marinate. Come ready tomorrow, ready to go. August brings us to this month. Everything we did, the little things that we did, you can see it. You'll see it when the video comes out, how everything came along to this point. You may not got it back in August. You're like, why are we doing this? I don't get this. Is something going here? Why are we not doing here? Why are we staying here? Is the visual going here? Y'all ask a million questions. Sometimes just let the show play itself out. I'm pretty sure we got it handled, right? But if we ask you to come up with something, it's because we want y'all to feel involved with it as well. So if we ask you to come up with something, just come up with something. It might get put in, it might not. It might get changed a little bit, but as long as you're as just involved in creating this program as we are. That's why I kind of ask y'all, if you want a visual, think of it yourself. I've been doing this for 18 years. I think I'm almost fresh out of visuals. Y'all have that new brain. Mine's kind of wore down a little bit. So then you start recreating, doing the same things over and over again. Yeah, some things are cool. That's why I bring back the grid, and then I revamp the grid and make the grid work. The grid used to be the block of death.
I remember block of death.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
So
it's
I think, how can I make the block of death cooler? Okay, at halftime. So just bring it tomorrow. You all know what you're supposed to do. Don't overhype the show. Control your energy. Contain it. Harness it. Funnel it out.
So I'm just going to talk about this year. I know people have been wondering where I've been. I've been going through some medical things. But one of the things that helped me to get through what I'm going through is knowing that I have a bunch of percussionists and a band here that needed it. One of the things that you hope to do when you teach things, whether it's karate or anything, is no, seriously, you just hope that you can break through and everything that you have in your heart, they kind of get and they understand. I'm extremely tough. If anybody that's ever played in a percussion section that I've ever taught for the past 20 years, they will all tell you he's a rage monster. One of the reasons why I'm a rage monster is because I want to bring the best out of these kids. And seeing Tim go through what he went through and texting him, and the first thing that he was telling me is that he was more worried about getting back to practice. When you're going through what you're going through, makes you realize that the small things that you do are bigger things to a lot of kids. One of the first things that TT said when she got moved from color guard into the percussion section, the first thing I did was I walked out the door and I'm like, oh no, that's not going to happen. She will tell you. Like, the first thing I said is, if you're going to do this, you're going to be on time and you're going to do this. And I would be remiss to say that out of anybody that is new to the entire marching band type thing and new to the way that we do things, the person that actually has caught on to it quickest is TT. You know, because I'm tough. I'm a really, really tough, and I'm a very, very strict person. And when the kids do stuff right, I have the biggest smile. Even though you don't always see it, I smile and hear it. And maybe I will tell you why one day. But today's not the day. I like to thank the people that have stuck with this for 4 years, because this is tough. Drumming under Kendall is a tough thing to do. I like to thank Zach. I like to thank Tanner. And I love to thank Emily, who for some reason, no matter what you throw at her, she's smiling. She's like, give me more, give me more. These kids love this. Parents, thank you for allowing your kids to love this. Marching band's a hard thing. A lot of people say, oh, it's just an artsy thing. Band's a sport. If anybody wants to argue that, I will argue that any day of the week. We do more physical activity in 1 hour than I will tell you the golf team did all year. Period. And quite simply, pardon my French, we're pretty damn good. We're pretty damn good. And I like to thank all the percussionists this year. We're pretty decent. I hope tomorrow we can be pretty good. Rest of the band, thank you. Thank you for one great year. Color guard, we're growing. 11.
We have 5. It doesn't need to get
5 years ago, you had 4. 2.
6 years ago, we had 2.
6 years it was 2. 5 years ago, you had 4. Band, keep growing. Grow your family. I'm really, really happy to be a part of the Cox Falcons band family. And I'm pretty sure that with your help, parents, and with the help of these freshmen and sophomores that now get it and they understand it, there's really no telling where this program's going to get to, honestly. We are making a name for ourselves, and it's not what this wonderful staff is doing. It's what these kids are doing, because I will tell you, every single year, we approach the band the exact same way every year. We want the kids to do the absolute best, but they're doing it. They are buying into what we believe in. They buy into what we're throwing at them, and they're doing it at a very, very high rate. And they do it to a high level. So, in closing, I'd like to say, again, thank you to this staff that has been my backbone. And nothing sucks than not being at a rehearsal and like knowing things that are getting moving when you know you want to be there to help them. And these guys, when I've been away at Duke, they trudged on, and I couldn't have done what I did this year if it hadn't been for these guys. So thank you guys, parents, students, and staff. This year I'm really, really happy to be a part of this program. Thank you.
So many emotions, so many things tonight. I love this night every year because it lets me see a different side of a lot of you, and you pour your heart into it as well. We all put so much time and effort into it. Marching band teaches you so many things that you take with you for life, for whatever you do. You learn so many things. Case in point.
In order to be great,
You must consider every detail.
the more you give,
The more you get.
more than yesterday,
More than tomorrow.
NOW,
Wasted.
all those things we talk about in marching band. You apply those for whatever you're going to do in your life. There have been times, so many times where I've done something and I've said to myself, this isn't good enough because I want this to be great. I need to consider every detail. I need to do this. If it's, heck, it's even putting my son's toys together now. I'm like, you know what? I didn't consider that detail. I've got to fix that because I want this to be great. It's the things that we do that you'll realize whenever, at some point, marching band taught me that. And it's a really amazing realization when it happens. And I think everyone will realize it at different times. One other thing I want you to learn, if you haven't already, and that is no matter what you do, surround yourself with great people. And that's what I've done. And this staff is the best, just the best. And it's fantastic to work with. And I was telling Jason actually earlier today, I think the difference this year has been this staff has just been pleasant to work with. And part of it too is the prideful thing in that it's 3 of them went through the program and are so invested in it because they were you and went on and did other things to better themselves in this activity to earn the status of me going, hey, we want you to teach us. You were here, now you teach them. And it's an amazing thing to see these 3 be able to do this, along with this group of people that I've been with. I mean, these 2 guys and me have been together all 10 years. All 10 years that I've been here in Cox, pretty much. Rico and I, yes, all 10 years, plus 1 at Kellogg. The minute I moved to Virginia Beach, I called Kendall. Kendall and I weren't working together, but I called him and said, hey, I've got Kellum and I've got no one else. It's just me and Kellum. Who can I call? He said, Rico Robinson.
And he got lucky because I was really at FC.
So Rico and I met, and it's been this great thing ever since, and it's just been so fantastic. And you surround yourself with great people to do great things, and it's all in-house. Now it's to the point, and this is really cool, it's to the point where directors will contact me now and go, hey, how do you do this with your band? What goes on here? I get calls from other states now. People are like, what do you guys do? I'm like, well, one big thing is our staff, and they work with us. They don't work with 3 other bands. They don't come and go, and Tuesday's their day at Cox, and Wednesday's their day at Ocean Lakes, and Thursday's their day at whatever. They're here for you, and they put their heart and soul into it. And the more invested we are, the more we want to get that product out of you and let you realize your potential through it. Peyton and Rico both talked about it, and this year, for the first time since I've been at Cox, something different happened. And that is, we didn't use stock drum parts. We didn't pay someone else to write them. And I wasn't going to do it because I quit doing that. That's a lot of work, and I quit doing that years ago. 2009, I think, the last book I wrote for another school. And Rico's like, why are we going to pay someone else to do it when we could do it ourselves? And he was talking to me and Kendall, and I was like, I guess you're right. Let me look at what we've got. And the drum parts that came were so... He said he wanted me to... The drum parts that came, first of all, I looked at these guys, Zach and Tanner, and our seniors, and I was like, this says, it's like quarter notes. I can't give this to these guys. I just can't do it to them. They've earned that right and respect that they cannot. I'm not going to hand it to them. I'll show it to them because I want them to see. This is what you would have been playing. You would have been playing 1 and 2 and 3, that whole third movement. So I said, fine, I'll write it. And you know, it's been a lot of extra time. I don't do it on the computer. I do it by pencil and paper. There's been moments where parents have come in. I'm in the chorus room trying to write something right before rehearsal, and they're like, "You taking a break?" I'm like, "No, I'm writing the show." But in that though, it's given me more personal investment into it, and I'll probably continue doing that because there's, you know, I can look at it and know, hey, they didn't play that right, but now I don't even have to look at it and know they didn't play it right. It's all right here. Just like he doesn't need his drill chart. He goes, hey, you're too off there. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. The triple star on the left hand. Yes, Tyler, they do. Which he's got now. Where are you, Tyler? You've got it.
Yes.
All right. But it's this investment of this program, and you know, you're also always going to learn. You're always going to learn. I learned something last night, and parents, wow, it's so cool being a parent, because my children taught me something last night. They're 2 and 5. They both taught me something last night. This is hard to say without getting emotional. I said, hey, Connor, I've got good news. Good news, bad news. What do you want to hear? First, and he said, bad news. I said, well, I'm going out of town tomorrow and Saturday, which he went, oh, and he said, what's the good news? I said, well, the good news is Marching Band's ending this weekend, and I'll be home a lot more. But I didn't even say that part. I just said Marching Band's ending this weekend. And he said, well, that's not good news. I'm like, why? He's like, because then we won't get to see the show, and we won't get to see the band and the football games, and we won't, you know, there. So I'm like, wow, he's really into what you're doing, and this is, and then so that was part of it. But then I go to put Ryan to sleep, and I'm like, he wouldn't go to sleep. He just wouldn't. And I'm like, I don't know what else to try right now. You want to watch the show? It was on my phone, and I was trying something. He was like, yes. He got out of bed and laid on the floor with me to watch the show. And he says, they're going to say, all hands on deck. And then they're going to say, incoming. He's 2.5. And yeah. So they teach me that this is my family, but it's still a part. So it's this whole circle of, this is my band family, but my family considers you as part of us. And it's just a very cool feeling. And just complete circle. This is what I do, and it's what I've done for 10 years. And you're talking about all the love in the group. It wasn't there 10 years ago. There was hate. There was evil. There was deceit. There were threats. There was lawsuit threats. I mean, it was just it was not a happy place. And it takes a while to build a culture. And 10 years later, the culture is you. The culture is these three. And everyone else, and Gabby, who comes back to watch us warm up and says she's never been more proud of this band than watching you warm up in your own parking lot at your home show. There are hundreds of people that have built this program into what it is now, and you're this year's installment, and it's amazing, and the mission is just fantastic. And this is my 15th year as a band director, 10th here. I can't think of much more of a show than I've ever just loved to be a part of than this one. And I like I told you earlier today, I've had doubts before. I have no doubt that your best show is tomorrow. No doubt. I know it is. So I'm just like excited for 12/17 tomorrow to see you do your best and to see this program rise to a whole new level. And you can be the absolute best thing tomorrow, no matter what, going on 4th in an empty stadium. Not empty, it'll be full of our parents and our supporters. But 12/17 tomorrow is going to be special. It's going to be memorable. It's going to rock. And all of you have been just fantastic this year. Color guard, wow. This is the best guard we've ever had. And keep going. Percussion, don't crumble on me. Hey, I don't want to see everybody quitting this group. If you can be here, you need to come back. Because we can't start over. This is too good right now. We should just be graduating people, not losing people. Come back.
I'll come to your house. I'll find you.
But percussion,
Excuse me.
don't get me wrong. If we have to start over, we will.
Absolutely.
But the bottom line is this, the Cox Marching Falcons are at a place where no matter what, we are going to keep flying.
We already did it once.
Look, we've done it more than once.
Yeah.
We'll do it, and I'll leave you with this. My philosophy has always been, and I said this on the first 2009 reflection, that we're going to do, and I'm going to do the best product possible with whoever comes out to be a part of an organization that we are. Whoever decides to do Marching Man, whoever it is going to be successful and is going to have an awesome product. We'll do whatever is necessary. There are 4 years or more of this band that didn't have a drum line. One of those years we won national championship. I was almost scared because we were setting a scary trend. People were starting to take their drum lines out because we did it. I'm like, no. We did it because we didn't have the drummers. We don't need to go back to that. Our drum line's too good. Keep it going. Keep this band going. Keep it growing. Because you saw the last 2 videos, we are smaller this year. If it weren't for the guard, we'd probably be group 2. We would be group 2. And we need to keep growing. You need to recruit. You need to do what they said. What Aaron said, you need to bring people back into this program. Because I can say it day in and day out. Some people are just not going to try it. They're not going to take that leap of faith, but they should. Because it's the most amazing thing. And you've all proven it tonight. So tomorrow's going to be awesome. And I just think everybody and the parents as well. A lot of people say it, and just to hear it from everyone, you've made such an impact and such a difference in this group. And it's so awesome to see how many Cox parents are driving up. I took a picture of you guys today in the stands at the rehearsal, because I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen that many parents drive up and want to know where we're rehearsing and stop and watch us rehearse, and then come on up and be here with us. We're a long way from home. We got a great travel group. So thank you guys for everything. Thank you.